Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Cleophas Malala took William Ruto's UDA campaign to Mombasa County, and this is how Malala was welcomed in Mombasa. Now, after that hostile welcome in Mombasa, UDA event was cut short after a lot of disruption, whereby now tear gas from nowhere emerged, and there was no meeting at all. Now, after this scenario, it is clear that William Ruto is facing two kinds of war in Mombasa. Number one, a Ruto must go war. Number two, the emerging competing interest between Stureh and Muhammad Ali. The question is, why this kind of hostility? That's what we want to discuss here. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. I say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, it is becoming very hard to understand UDA party. What people thought is that once Ruto took over the oath of office, he's going to concentrate on delivering the promises he gave to Kenyans. Unfortunately, that's not exactly what is happening. The reality is that we are seeing a UDA party that has embarked on a campaign mode in this country. Just imagine a president who is in office is now initiating an active campaign 9 months in the office. So the question is, what is Malala looking for in Mombasa? And this is one of the reasons that has triggered that hostility welcome in Mombasa. Because you can't just finish election today, then tomorrow you send your troops across the country to start a new campaign. If you ask for what they are looking for members to the UDA party. They're recruiting members to UDA party. And it tells you that this is a president who believe that he might not deliver, and because of that, he go on a scheme to plan on how he's going to rig election. So if you are talking about 2027 election, rigging is starting now. You recruit member, and you look on the way in which Malala is recruiting this member. All people who are attending these meetings are paid to attend. So you buy people to come to the UDA party. But then, the residents of Mombasa are not stupid. Are saying, look here, you are in an office. We know how you got to office, but then you are already there in the office. The issue is that stop the jokes, do the work. It is not time for campaigning. Because of that, that's why they're saying Ruto must go. Number two, the cost of living is very high. Life has become unbearable. So how do you get this confident to come and start launching campaign when we know you are the person who has caused the failure in this country? That's why you see they are not talking about Malala must go. They're not talking about Sarai must go. They're not talking about Muhammad must go. They are talking about Ruto must go. Ruto is not in Kenya. But they are saying Ruto must go. Because they know the person who has sent Malala and the UDA team in Mombasa. So, Mombasa is telling Ruto, do your work. The cost of living is high. If life was okay with everyone, I don't think if Malala will have that kind of huge crowd in Mombasa. That's number one. Number two, I don't think if Malala would face hostility in Mombasa, instead, Malala would be a welcomed guest in the coast region. Today is unwelcomed. The song is that Ruto must go. Look at the 2023 financial bill that has passed. That is that reason why Mombasa is saying, Ruto, you must go. In that financial bill, it means that you must prepare to suffer. Remember, this is William Ruto who decided to revert the SGR services back to Mombasa, which had been transferred to Nakuru. So for that reason, Mombasa was supposed to be celebrating William Ruto because operations were taken back to Mombasa. But what is happening? People are saying no because they feel that in as much Ruto tried the PR drama here and there, he is the biggest failure ever they have had in this country. Because Mama Mboga cannot afford life. Boda Boda have no space to breathe. The common mwananchi has no job. The basic commodities are very expensive. No one can afford. Because of this, Ruto must go. So these early campaigns are going to turn into a tool of rejection against William Ruto across the country. If he thought it's going to work for him, then he should prepare. Before Malala will finish the first round and second round across this country, UDA party is going to be the most hated party in this country, starting from the party leader and the deputy party leader. Because seemingly they told us they are leading a company. And indeed, we are seeing a company and the shareholders. Kenyans are saying that we are not part of this company. That's why they're saying Ruto must go. The CEO of the company must go. Because we can't feel the impact of, the positive impact of this company. What we are feeling is taxes after taxes, promise after promise, lies after lies. That is the order of the day in UDA party. So rejection is all over. Now look on the issue of tear gas. There is a war between Muhammad Ali and Hassan Sarai. And seemingly what is emerging is that in this competing interest, it's clear that Hassan Sarai has an interest to vie for Mombasa governorship. He lost, but he wants to try again. Remember, he's the UDA chair in the coast region. But Muhammad is saying that you are in this position in interim. No one elected you to this position. So that means Muhammad Ali is competing for that position to become the UDA chair within coast region. Beside this, Muhammad Ali seemingly is showing interest of vying for Mombasa governorship. Sijui ni kwa nini hataki kujaribu senata kabla aende kwa governor. So the competition is that Muhammad Ali want to be the governor, the UDA candidate for the governor, and Sarai want to be the UDA candidate for governor. So another clash there. Wakati vita zinaanza, who is going to benefit? Vita vya panzi, furaha ya kunguru. Kunguru hapa ni ODM. Panzi, Sarai, Muhammad Ali, and William Ruto. So, in all this, when you open too much war, you're bound to fail. You can't win such kind of a war. So Ruto has too many battles to fight. And seemingly, he's going to be the victim. His glory in Mombasa, if there was any, it is diminishing. So Mombasa will totally reject William Ruto at the end of the day because of the many battles he has opened, and that is the political situation in the coast region. Ruto must